Utah is home to thousands of years of human history. State archaeologists say those cultural sites are under a growing threat from vandalism. Our Southern Utah correspondent Cannon Seacrest shows us how a volunteer program helps to protect these historic locations.
With only one state archaeologist for nearly 2 million acres, Utah relies heavily on trained volunteers to help watch over thousands of historic sites. And the state says that added help is making a real difference. The Utah Cultural Site Stewardship Program, created in 2020, trains volunteers to monitor archaeological sites and report any damage they see. The state now has 482 volunteers, making it the largest program of its kind.
And they're looking for changes. They're looking for damages, whether that's human cause or environmental cause, and they're reporting that information back. So now we're getting like real-time data on these sites, and we have more eyes on the ground, so we're able to react a lot quicker.
The program became even more important during the recent government shutdown, when volunteers were working overtime.
They went out and stationed themselves at some of our most publicly accessible sites and trailheads just to welcome people, tell them hi. But during that time, we did see some damages. They ranged anywhere from people scratching their names over panels to drawing on them to damaging the infrastructure around the sites to actually looting as well.
Ian says most damage comes from the people who don't realize what they're doing.
A lot of them are unintentional. People don't realize that their behaviors, or they just haven't really thought it through, that it's damaging. But it's the intentional ones that are particularly disturbing.
But some incidents are clearly deliberate, including a recent case earlier this year in American Fork Canyon.
Somebody went up there with paint markers and they outlined the figures, they drew on them, and that one was so intentional and so targeted. And what they wrote on there was just really damaged the imagery.
The state's Protect the Past campaign reminds visitors that these sites represent thousands of years of history and they can't be replaced.
We're glad you're here in Utah. Come visit. But these 13,000 years of human history, they matter to us. And even if it's not directly tied to our own individual culture, it's part of our shared history. And this is something that we expect people when out recreating to be respectful of.
Now, the state says it's continuing to grow its volunteer program and is always looking for more people willing to help. And we've posted those links to the stewardship program and Protect the Past campaign on our website. Reporting in Southern Utah, Cannon Seacrest, ABC4 News.